Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. So today we get to take a look at the all-new 2025 Toyota Crown Signia. This is the limited trim level. Huge shout out to Flo Toyota Statesville for providing this vehicle for me today. Take a look at their website. That link is down in the description. This Signia is finished off in black. MSRP is just shy of $53,000. And this is powered by the 2.5 liter 4-cylinder hybrid. It's paired to the CVT transmission. Combined, it pumps out 240 horsepower, 178 pound-feet of torque. That power is sent through the all-wheel drive system, propelling this 4,200 pound vehicle from 0 to 60 in around 7 seconds. And as far as fuel economy goes, off of a 14.5 gallon tank, you can expect to see around 39 miles per gallon in the city and 37 out on the highway. Now this has a wheelbase of 112.2 inches. Its overall length is 194.1. It has a width of 74, a height of 64.2, and its ground clearance measures in at 6.7 inches. Now for the all-new Crown Signia, this is replacing the Venza. So we have basically a redesign and a refresh going off of the all-new Crown, but now we have a little bit larger of a vehicle with extra cargo space. Now let's start up front, where you'll notice the Toyota badge along with a sensor just underneath that. For the distance pacing, there's a forward-facing camera along with all the parking sensors, and then plenty of cutouts in that upper section of the bumper. I wouldn't really call it a grille because part of the bumper just turns into the grille with all those cutouts. It's a really nice integration. Now this also has the turn signals and DRLs in the upper housing. In the middle there are the headlights and the high beams. And then there's a lot more cutouts in the lower section and some very nice lines and indentions there on the top of the hood. Now as we work our way to the side for this limited trim level, very nice set of dark gray wheels which match nicely. This model also has some mud flaps behind both the wheels, really nice arches for the fender flares there, along with the rest of the lines that run down the side. Now this also has a camera and a turn signal on the body colored mirrors. There's a full moonroof up top with the brushed aluminum for the roof racks. There's also some more of that accent in the lower section of the window trim. I think it has a really nice look to it, kind of more of a station wagon vibe to it, but it gives you a lot more interior cargo, as you will see. And then coming to the back, there's the body colored spoiler with a very large third brake light, wiper blade in the lower section. There's also a thin set of LEDs for the taillights in the back, just to match up front very nicely. Backup camera with all the parking sensors, reverse light down below there. Now as we work our way to the cargo space, you can use the button on the key fob or the one up underneath where this has the power operating lift gate. And take a look at the amount of cargo that you have with the back seats up. You have plenty of space to put in some items. There's also the ability to fold down the seats. And when you have them both folded down, that gives you a lot more interior space to fit in some larger items. There's also storage underneath the floor where you can place some smaller items if you need to. So again, giving you that practicality for the smaller size, this would be a great daily driver to have. Now, as we work our way to the back seats, you can lock and unlock this from all 4 doors, where we have a pretty simple door panel, very nice materials though. There's some gold accents for that release handle. You have heated rear seats, JBL for the audio, and then a little storage down below. And then we have more of that gold piping with the rest of the black leather there. Now, once in the back at 5'10", it's very easy to enter. There's storage pockets, there's also air vents and some auxiliaries, and I have about an inch or so of headroom. It doesn't look like these seats recline at all. So they're angled slightly back, but not too much headroom in the back here. But it's comfortable for someone of my size or smaller to be in the back. Now right in the middle, we have the armrest along with the cup holders there. And then I'd say you have a good bit of visibility, a little bit of a pillar there, but you have the large cargo windows to give you that added view. It also has a pretty large door opening, so I can clear my head entering and exiting from the back. Now up front, there's the memory seating adjustments. The side mirrors are power folding, so you have that control, all the window adjustments, some more storage space. And then we have a similar design to these front seats, a little bit more lateral support to them. They are power operating, so all of those are down on the side. And as we work our way to the interior, there's the power button there. We have the solid leather steering wheel. There's all of your cruise, distance pacing adjustments on that right side, along with mode and tuning. Left side, you have volume, along with Bluetooth, and then a few adjustments for the digital gauge cluster. So for the current layout, miles per hour is on that right side along with your fuel. Left side, there's the eco, charge, and power. Now right in the middle, you'll notice that we can go through 3 different settings here, and it's actually going to change what you see in the middle, on the left side, and on the right side. So you can configure what you would like to see for those 3 settings and have all of that ready to go. So very nice to have that configurability for this. This is also equipped with the paddle shifters as well. Even though it has a CVT, you can use these with the different driving modes. Now on the left side, there's the fuel cap release along with the lift gate. There's also some dimmer switches and the odometer settings. There's a defroster, automatic headlights there, some more of the gold trim, 1 air vent. And then right in the middle, we have a pretty large infotainment system. And on this left side, we have all the shortcuts. So you can get into your nav along with your music, pull up your phone when you have that paired. There's also some vehicle settings you can go into for your climates. You have your comfort, so you can get into your heated and ventilated seats along with the heated steering wheel. You have some energy flow you can look at, and then some standard features that you can go through and configure as needed. There's more of that gold accent along with power and volume right in the middle. Air vents are underneath that. And then you do have physical buttons for the heated and ventilated seats along with your temperature. You have fan speed as well. You can go through all of this. Heated steering wheel is right in the middle there. So very easy to go through all of that. There's also a wireless charging cubby right below that. And then we have a view button for the 360 camera system. So you can view this before you hop into the vehicle and go through all of that. There's also some auxiliaries on one side with 2 cup holders. And then to put this into reverse, where we have more of the gold accents, push it to the left and up, it's going to go back into that center position. But now we have the backup camera with the top-down view. Drive is going to be in the opposite direction, and when you do that and then click on the view button, now you can bring up the forward-facing camera. If you pull it straight back from there, that's sport mode, where you can use the paddle shifters, and then park is behind that. Now behind that, we have the different driving modes. So there's custom, sport, normal, and eco. It will adjust the throttle response for you. There's traction control, auto hold. There's also the EV mode. Now this is a brand new vehicle, so it needs to get some miles on it to be able to charge that system, of course. There's the e-brake behind that, and then more gold for the release for the center armrest, where you have some auxiliaries and a good bit of space. There's also plenty of space in the glove box down below. And then for the rear view mirror, this has the digital camera, which is pretty impressive to see. So if you need that added visibility, you have it. There's all the settings for it, as well as garage door buttons. And then up top, you have all the dome lights as well, and the adjustments for that sunshade and sunroof. And a look at visibility, it's pretty open over that side. And then over this side as well, you have a good bit of visibility all around. So it's really not all that hard to see. So as we set up now behind the wheel for the Toyota Crown Signia, this is the first time I'm actually driving either the Crown or this all-new Crown Signia. So basically my first impressions for today, I think it's really nice. If you're looking for a smaller vehicle that has a lot of space to it, this seems like a really nice option with the sizing of it. It's a little bit taller than the normal Crown, but not quite as large as, say, a RAV4 or something like that. So it's still on that smaller side, something that's going to be very easy to maneuver. And if you're also looking for something that's going to get you some really good fuel economy, we're closing in around 40 mpg for this vehicle. So you're really not going to have to fill up all that often. With a 14.5 gallon tank, it's not going to cost you all that much either. But now let's go ahead and put it into sport mode, and let's try these paddles even though we have the CVT. So from second gear, we'll give it a little bit of juice here. Not all that bad. Paddles aren't all that responsive. I'm not surprised by that. This isn't a sports car by any means. If you really needed to use them, you could. If you needed to downshift or pass on the highway or something like that. Not really a sporty vehicle, that's not its intention. If you want something like this that's more sporty, you can go with the GR Corolla, which is kind of similar-ish to this, but a lot more performance-oriented. But this is nice. It feels very comfortable. A normal acceleration there, we are up to speed. Visibility seems really nice. We have this digital camera if you need it, but without it, I can easily see over both of those headrests there. But the seat is in a nice spot. I like the bolstering support that it has to offer. seems like this would be a very nice economical choice if you are doing a lot of driving, you're really racking up miles. This is something that is going to last you quite a while, so you can rack up the miles on this for sure and have just a nice commuter, something that gives you all of the creature comforts that you need, some of the tech that you need as well. There's a lot of the Toyota safety sense for this model, even though there's not a whole lot of actual tech in this screen here. It gives you a lot of the driver technology and then all of the info that you need on a daily basis. And we'll go back to sport mode again from second gear. Here we go. And mild acceleration, we're up to speed. And the paddles are okay. They are there if you would like to use them. But this is what it's like now to be behind the wheel for the Crown Signia. Definitely a very nice interior, especially for the price. I like the integration of this screen and all the materials. You do have some plastic here, but its overall vibe is very nice, especially with these gold accents. Just gives it a really nice design here. So this would make for a great daily driver and something that you can put a lot of miles on. It's mainly a commuter vehicle. So if you're doing a lot of driving, you're just on the road a lot, it's going to give you a smooth ride. Doesn't seem to have a lot of wind noise or road noise, at least for the speeds that I'm going right now. But it seems like it'll be a solid vehicle that you can really enjoy driving every day. And like I mentioned earlier, maneuverability is very easy. So it's a small vehicle. You don't have to worry about, you know, where you're going to park, things like that. It has a good bit of ground clearance as well. So if you do have to take it off the pavement, maybe on some gravel, or you're pulling into a gas station or something where, you know, they have steep angles or something like that, it's not that low where you really don't have to worry about hitting underneath or anything. So very versatile in where you can drive this too, which is nice. And that is going to wrap it up for the 2025 Toyota Crown Signia Limited. Once again, a huge shout out to Flow Toyota Statesville for providing this for me today. Take a look at their website, give this video a huge thumbs up, and consider smashing that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.